or 4. So we'll go ahead and get started. Oh, Shin was yawning. I thought you were like, oh my gosh, like mouth open wide. So, like I briefly mentioned, tonight is the Great Junction, or conjunction, sorry. Um, I don't know a ton about astrology, so I'm not going to dive too deep into it. Some of you might already and have been manifesting this, but essentially, Jupiter and Saturn are the closest that they've been in, I think, 200 years, and they're in Aquarius at exactly 0 degrees. Um, and basically, that opens up a lot of energy in the world. It's supposed to be a lot of positive energy. On top of that, it's the winter solstice. So, a common saying that they say for winter solstice anyway, which is a great day, which is a significant day, is return to the light. So I thought it would be kind of cool to focus on light in terms of weight and sight. So return to the light. So the light that you can see, the light that is within you, and light, feeling light within your body throughout class. It's related, the whole great conjunction is related to infinite potential and unlimited possibilities. So this is just going to be a flow to really reset, refocus, readjust, um, and restart. So feel free to, as many times as you need to throughout class, readjust, restart, refocus. And if you get off the path, just come right back to that. So go ahead and you can start your music if you'd like. So with that Saturn starting, I actually did update the playlist a little where I added Jupiter to play right after this, which I'm excited about because Jupiter and Saturn are so close. With all that being said, I'll stop rambling, but we're actually going to start class in a seated position just like I am with your legs crossed. We're going to do some breathing techniques to help push some energy within our body and begin to build that heat and fire, to open up to all the possibilities that come from the Great Conjunction. So once you come to your seated position, feel free to bring your hands to your knees facing down or up. Feel free to adjust your watch if you have a fitness thing to put down that you're doing some yoga. Or your hands can just lie in your lap. And then close your eyes or find a soft gaze. Begin to soften. So we'll start by releasing our muscles. So bring your chin down to your chest. And then slowly, as you inhale, roll your neck around to the right. Exhaling as you release on the left side, chin to chest. Opposite side, inhale, cheer to, I don't know what I was going to say, ear to shoulder. Exhale on the opposite side, bring your neck to center. We're going to do 3 lion's breaths, and then we're going to do alternate nostril breathing to help begin to lean into our body. So for a lion's breath, you're going to take a big inhale through your nose, and you're going to open your mouth, stick out your tongue, and exhale as loud as you can. So I'll cue you through that breath, but that breath is going to help build up that fire, begin to release and let go of what we don't need to make room for this new energy that's coming our way. So inhale, fill up your lungs, feel your chest lift up, open your mouth, stick out your tongue, exhale. Awesome. 2 more just like that. Inhale. Maybe your shoulders rise, squeeze in a little bit more. Lion's breath, exhale. Last one, biggest inhale yet. Fill up your lungs. Open your mouth, stick out your tongue, feel your throat expand, exhale. Awesome. Now take one of your hands, it doesn't matter which. You're going to take your thumb and bring it to one of your nostrils to close that nostril. So the nostril that's closest to you with that hand. Then you're going to inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your ring finger, touch your opposite nostril, and then release the opposite nostril. So now you still have one nostril closed, just the opposite one. And then exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch your thumb out with your ring finger. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch out your ring finger with your thumb. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll do a few more on each side. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch your nostrils. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch your nostrils. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. One more time each side. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Swap them out. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. And last one. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. So if you need to grab a Kleenex or something quick, that kind of clears out your sinuses as well. You can go ahead, grab one quick, and then we'll all meet in a tabletop position on our hands and knees. So fingertips wide, press down through all parts of your hands, knees directly over your hips. Bring the tops of your feet onto the mat. Ignite your core, begin to feel strength through your mid-body. Gaze between your hands. Inhale, cow pose. Let your belly hang low. Gaze comes up. Feel your heart open and expand, tucking that tailbone. Exhale, cat pose. Gaze between your thighs. Find space between your shoulder blades. Exhale, cow pose. Slowly release, look up. Take an inhale here. Exhale, cat. Awesome. A few more on each side. Inhale, cow. Slowly look up. Exhale, cat. Do a few more at your own pace. You can feel free to flip over your wrists. I always like to do that to release any wrist pain, even pull back just slightly there. People sometimes like to pedal their feet up and down on the ground, get some tapping in, feeling that energy begin to flow within your body. You can even roll your neck around. Follow that breath from inhale to exhale. You can use open mouth exhales or your Ujjayi pranayama. If you want to use your Ujjayi pranayama on your next inhale, mouth stays closed, find a slight constriction in the back of your throat, and exhale. Let's do one more round. Inhale, cow pose, belly hangs low, gaze comes up. Exhale, cat. Find space between your shoulder blades, length through your spine, find space between each vertebrae. Inhale, tabletop. So release your palms down to the mat if they were flipped over. Then slowly walk your hands towards the top of the mat. Flip your toes over, lift your knees about an inch off the mat for inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hips lift high here. So bend your knees generously or as generously as you'd like or need to. Heels come towards the mat. So if they're nowhere close, that's fine. Feel free to bend those knees to help with your down dog. Rotate your elbow creases in so they're facing your ears. Fingertips wide, so as if your hands are your feet as well. Press down through each part of your hands. Gaze between your thighs. Find a full breath cycle here. Inhale. Big exhale. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, ragdoll pose. Walk your feet to meet your hands. And you have a few options here. So you can just release your hands down to the mat, letting your head hang heavy. Whatever you do, release your head. You can grab for opposite elbows if you'd like. Or you can bring your fingertips facing up underneath your feet for hands to feet pose. If you want to get a little decompression out of your wrists, whatever variation you're in, let your head release, your shoulders relax. Find space between your eyebrows and come back to your breath. We'll be holding all our poses for a little longer to really let that energy come in. Readjust, realign, however you need to, reset. Find that breath. Feel your back release and let go as your torso hangs towards your legs. Find a breath together. Inhale, maybe you lift up just a little. Exhale, fall deeper towards your legs. Beautiful. One more just like that. Inhale, lift just a little. Exhale, fall deeper. Wherever your hands are, slowly release them towards the mat in front of your feet, then toe heel your feet to touch. As you roll up slow as you can, once you reach the top, lift your shoulders up and back. Slowly release your palms to touch. Release your palms to touch. Bring your palms to touch at your heart center. Close your eyes or find a soft gaze. Samasti Tihi, standing at attention pose. So this is our space here to really let in that energy, decide what we want to dedicate our energy to in our practice in general, our mind, body, and soul. If you have something, lean into that now. If you have a mantra you've been working on or someone that's been on your mind, just take a moment and tell yourself that you're dedicating your practice to that. If you'd like to flow with me to the mantra, I am open. So open to opportunities, open to breath, open to new poses, open to anything that comes my way. I am open. Seal that with a big inhale, big exhale. Release your hands by your side. Tuck your tailbone, maybe find a slight bend in your knees. Inhale, mountain pose. Reach your fingertips up overhead, shoulders relaxed down. Rotate your pinkies in, fingertips wide. Grab for your left wrist as you take another inhale to lift. Exhale, side bend to the right. Keep your left shoulder lifted up and back to keep an opening. Feel this from your hip all the way through your whole left side body. Continue to breathe for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, center, grab for your right wrist. Exhale, side bend to the left. Right shoulder stays lifted up and back, just the same. Avoid letting it roll forward. Feel your whole right side body open here for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, center, release the grip. Bring your palms slightly apart a little more. Elbows come out. Exhale, baby back bend. Lift your heart up and back. Feel your palms release back. Here for 3. Breathe for 2, 1. Inhale, mountain, reach high. Exhale, fold forward, hinge from your hips, hands down to the mat. Let your head hang long and heavy. Let go. Inhale, halfway lift, fingertips to your shins, thighs, or your outer hips. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Find a flat back, long neck here. Then exhale, squat and curl. So you're going to come up to your toes, hands to come down to the mat, heels lift up high. So find a little ball with your body here. Forehead towards your knees here. Here for 3. We'll find plank pose in 2, 1. Plank pose, hands to the mat, feet come back. Take an inhale. Exhale, up dog. So flip your toes over. Let your collarbones smile. Really tuck your tailbone a lot here. Lift your thighs up off the mat. Exhale, down dog. Hips up and back. Chest towards your thighs. Awesome. We'll go through that 2 more times. Breath to movement, but just listen for a few changes. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, forward fold. Walk your feet, jump however you need to meet your hands. Head hangs heavy. Inhale, halfway lift. Realign your spine. Find a flat back, shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, fold forward, hands down to the mat. Head hangs heavy. Inhale, mountain pose. Ground down through both heels as you reach your arms up high. Exhale, side bend to the right. Grab for your left wrist. Feel your left side body open. Here for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, center, grab for your opposite wrist. Exhale, side bend to the left. Feel your right side body open. Keep that shoulder expanded here for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, center, release that grip. Exhale, baby back bend. Elbows out, look up and back. Feel your heart expand. Open yourself up. Inhale, mountain, reach high. Exhale, fold forward, hands down to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, realign your spine, finding that length. Exhale, squat and curl. Lift up through your heels. Find a little ball with your body. You always have the option also to take a balance challenge and grab for your knees here. You come out, just reset again. Hold for 3. Find plank in 2, 1. Inhale, plank pose, feet come back, core engaged. And then this time, exhale, come all the way down onto the mat. We're going to do some back strengthening, starting with cobra. Hands to the lowest part of your rib cage, elbows over your wrists, chin to center. Squeeze your big toes to touch and press both of your feet as firmly onto the mat as you can, so much so that your knees lift up. Inhale, cobra, lift your chest up, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Maybe your hands lift up off the mat. Keep your gaze down on the mat, along neck, here for 3, 2, 1, hands to the mat. Inhale to up dog, so lift your whole body up through your hands. Exhale, downward facing dog. Awesome. One more time. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, forward fold. Walk your feet to meet your hands, however you need to get there. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Let go. Inhale, mountain pose. Ground down as you reach high. Exhale, side bend to the right. Grab for your left wrist. Here for 3. Keep breathing. 2, 1. Inhale, center. Grab for your right wrist. Exhale, side bend to the left. Here for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, center. Exhale, baby back bend. Lift, lift, lift. Open. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge from your hips. Bend your knees generously. Head hangs heavy. Inhale, halfway lift. Flat back. Exhale, squat and curl. Find that little ball with your body. Maybe you grab for your knees here. Whatever's in your practice. Here for 3. Plank pose in 2, 1. Plank pose. Feet come back. Hold for 3. Release onto your stomach in 2. Ignite your core here. 1. Release. Then you're going to interlace your hands behind your low back. We're going to find bound locust. So we're going to lift everything up. Once you find that grip, inhale, bound locust. Lift your chest up. Pull that grip back up off of your low back. Lift your legs up. Gaze stays down. Feel that heart open. Here for 3, 2, 1. Release. Bring your hands on either side here. Inhale to up dog. Flip your toes over, just your hands and feet on the mat. Open your thighs. Open your heart. Tuck your tailbone. Exhale, down dog, hips up and back. Awesome. To our sun A, take a big inhale. Big exhale. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Right leg lifts. Flex your right toes towards you. Exhale, low lunge. Readjust to get your right foot to meet your hands. Then your left knee is going to come down onto the mat. Inhale, low crescent lunge, arms overhead. So arms similar to mountain pose here, but push forward through both hips. Right hip maybe comes back just slightly. Front knee directly over your front ankle. So we'll be here for 3. Release your hands down onto the mat in 2, 1. Release your hands to the mat. And then inhale, half splits. Lift your left leg high. Gaze comes to your right shin. You can grab for your right ankle, or maybe you just push both hands firmly onto the mat. We'll be here for 3. So this is going to be a little adjustment you can watch the first time if you want. And 2, you're going to find a 1-legged halfway lift. 1. So palms come to heart center. Keep that balance. If you fall out, just reset again. Left leg up off the mat. Take an inhale for 3, 2, 1. Forward fold, left foot meets your right, head hangs heavy. Inhale, chair pose, sit low, ground down through your heels as you reach your arms overhead. Look down at your toes, make sure your knees aren't hovering over them. If they are, lean back just a bit. Ignite your core here for 3. Chair pose with airplane arms in 2, 1. Chair plane, arms come back, palms face each other. Feel your triceps activate here, shoulders pull away from your ears. Inhale, 1-legged mountain, left leg lifts. Flex your left toes as your left knee comes in line with your left hip. Then slow with control, exhale, crescent lunge, airplane arms. So your palms come back. Your left heel will lift up off the mat. You're just on the ball mound there. Chest down. Your right knee's directly over your right ankle. Inhale, warrior two. So adjust your arms out. Reach long, shoulders relax down. Front knee over your front ankle. Take an inhale. Exhale, extended side angle. Hinge from your hips as your right arm comes down. You can bring your right elbow onto your right knee, or you can reach that hand down to the right side of your mat. You can gaze up at your left fingertips here, shoulders stacked. Inhale, reverse triangle. Straighten your front leg as you cartwheel your arms around. Exhale, chaturanga vinyasa flow. So hands meet that right foot comes back. Ignite your core. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to down dog. Let's notice the difference on the left side. Inhale, three-legged dog. Left leg lifts. Flex your left toes. Exhale, low lunge. Big step through. Adjust however you need to get that left foot to meet. Right knee on the mat. Inhale, low crescent lunge. Reach your arms overhead. Again, shoulders relax down. Continue to breathe here. Don't forget to breathe always. Front knee over your front ankle. Left hip maybe comes back just slightly. Here for 3. Hands to the mat in 2. 1. Release your hands down to the mat. Inhale, half split. So to readjust, take my left foot and swing it back towards me because it helps. But however you need to get there to get to your standing splits. So standing splits is just right leg as high as you feel comfortable. It doesn't need to be in a splits exactly formation, just whatever your body can give you. If you can grab for your left ankle, feel free to do so here. Here for 3. We'll find that one-legged halfway lift in 2. 1 and one-legged halfway lift. Palms to heart center. Find a flat back, balancing on your right foot for 3. Forward fold in 2. 1. Forward fold, right foot meets your left. Head hangs heavy. Inhale, chair pose. Sit low. Ground down through both heels. Shoulders relax. Pinkies rotate in, fingertips wide. Find that breath. Take an inhale. Exhale, chair pose, airplane arms. Again, palms face each other here. Pull your shoulders away. Activate your triceps here. Here for 3. One-legged mountain in 2. Right leg lifts in 1. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Flex your right toes. Right knee in line with your right hip. Then with control, exhale, crescent lunge with airplane arms. So chest down again. Lift up through the ball mount of your right foot. Front knee over your front ankle. Shoulders pull away from your ears. Inhale, warrior 2. Adjust your footing so that the heel of your front foot is in line directly with the arch of your back foot. And then you want your front knee directly over your front ankle as usual. Notice if it's splaying to the left or right. Reach your arms long, shoulders relax down. Take an inhale. Exhale, extended side angle. Left elbow to left knee or left hand down to the mat. Maybe you gaze up at your right fingertips. Again, shoulders stacked here. Inhale, reverse triangle. Straighten your front leg as you cartwheel your arms around. Exhale, chaturanga vinyasa flow. However you need to find yourself back into your down dog. Remember to come back to that breath. Take a moment here. Find your breath. We'll do a big lion's breath. Ignite that energy. Slow as you can. Take an inhale. Lion's breath, exhale. We'll go through that again. This time moving breath to movement. You've been here before. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, low crescent lunge. Exhale, hands to the mat. Inhale, half splits. Hold through the exhale. Inhale, one-legged halfway lift, palms to heart center. Exhale, forward fold. Left foot meets your right, head hangs heavy. Inhale, chair pose, sit low, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, chair pose, airplane arms. Inhale, one-legged mountain, left leg lifts up off the mat. Slowly, as you exhale, crescent lunge, airplane arms. Inhale, warrior 2, adjust however you need. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse your triangle, straighten your front leg as you lift your right arm overhead. Exhale, vinyasa flow. So you can find chaturanga, you can come to your knees, You can hold plank, whatever your body needs. Just be open to it. Finding everyone in down dog here. Inhale, three-legged dog, left leg lifts, flex your left toes. Exhale, low lunge. Readjust however you need. Inhale, low crescent lunge, arms reach up overhead. If you need to take a moment to pull your hair up like me, you totally can. And I know you'll need to, so you're welcome. Just kidding. Arms overhead. Inhale, exhale, hands to the mat. Inhale, half splits, lift your right leg high, hold through the exhale. Inhale, one-legged halfway lift, palms to heart center, flex your right toes. Exhale, forward fold. Left foot meets your right, right foot meets your left. Inhale, chair pose, sit low as you reach your arms up high. Exhale, chair pose, airplane arms. Inhale, one-legged Tadasana, right leg lifts. Exhale, exhale, crescent lunge, airplane arms. Slowly release. Inhale, warrior two, adjust your footing, shoulders relax. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, vinyasa flow, however you need. If you find up dog, tuck your tailbone, lift out of your wrists. Exhale, down dog. Awesome. We'll go through that one more time, but there's going to be a few changes. So just additions to what we're already doing. Inhale, three-legged dog, right leg lifts. Exhale, low lunge, big step through with your right foot. Inhale, low crescent lunge, arms overhead. Exhale, release, find a steeple grip. Inhale, pull your chest up, bring that grip towards the ground behind you. Here for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, low crescent. Exhale, hands to the mat. Inhale, half splits. Lift your left leg high. Gaze with your right shin. Hold through the exhale. Inhale, one-legged halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Left foot meets your right. Inhale, chair pose. Sit low, reach high. Exhale, chair pose, airplane arms. Inhale, one-legged Tadasana, so left leg lifts. But this time, exhale, airplane pose. So palms come back. Keep that balance on your right foot. Flex your left toes. You can stay here. You can find tiny pulses, lifting your left leg up and down. For 3, crescent lunge with airplane arms in 2, 1, crescent lunge, airplane arms, chest down. Inhale, warrior 2. Adjust however you need. Exhale, extended side angle. From here, maybe you take it a step further and you can take your hand right above your right foot. And then I like to take my left hand onto my left hip to help with my balance, but then bring my left leg up off the mat. So this is half moon pose. You can keep your left arm lifted high or grab that hip. Here for 3. Find extended side angle in 2. 1, extended side angle. Inhale, warrior 2 again. Exhale, star pose. Straighten your legs, arms overhead, toes come in, heels come out. Bring your hands to your hips for power pose. Inhale, push your chest up, look up. Exhale, slowly hinge from your hips. Cross to Rita, wide-legged forward fold. Release and let go any tension through your mid-back, through your hamstrings. Open your jaw wide. You can adjust your hands however you'd like. If you want to bring them underneath your hips, if you want to try on headstand here, you can. You can grab for the outer edges of your feet. We'll be here for a few breaths. Been moving pretty fast. We want to come back to center. Be open to what we're receiving and give ourselves space for that. Everyone will take one more breath together. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your hands to your hips. Then find a flat back as you inhale. Exhale, warrior 2. Front knee bends. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, Vinyasa flow. Right foot comes back. Engage your core if you find chaturanga, shoulders in line with your elbows. Inhale, up dog, tuck your tailbone, open your chest. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, three-legged dog, left leg lifts, flex your left toes. As you exhale, find low lunge. Big step through with your left foot on either side of your hands. Inhale, low crescent lunge. Reach your arms overhead. Left hip comes back. Exhale, release. Find that steeple grip. Get ready to open your heart. Inhale, pull your chest up. Bring that grip down. Here for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, low crescent, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to the mat. Inhale, half splits, right leg lifts high. Maybe find gaze with your left shin. Here for 3, one-legged halfway lift in 2, 1, one-legged halfway lift, palms to heart center. Exhale, forward fold, right foot meets your left, head hangs heavy. Inhale, chair pose, sit low, ground down through your heels as your arms reach high. Exhale, chair pose, airplane arms. Inhale, one-legged Tadasana, right leg lifts here, flex your right toes, and then as you exhale, airplane pose. So stay balanced on that left foot. Flex your right toes towards you. If you fall out, come right back in. You can find tiny pulses lifting your right leg up and down for 3. Release into low or high crescent with airplane arms in 2, 1, crescent with airplane arms. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, extended side angle, left arm down. Maybe you gaze up at your right fingertips. You can stay here in extended side angle, or you can reach your palm onto the mat above your left foot. Like I said, I like to grab for my right hip and then find some balance here, half moon pose. So balancing on that left foot, but with your left hand down. Here for 3, extended side angle in 2, 1, extended side angle. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, star pose. Straighten your legs. Toes come in, heels come out. This time, interlace your fingers behind your low back. Find that grip. Inhale, pull your chest up, look up. Exhale, cross the Rita variation with a chest expansion. Bring that grip overhead. Feel your shoulders open. If this is too much for you or not in your practice tonight, release your grip. Feel free to do whatever your body needs. Again, we'll be here for a few breaths. Use your breath to open your muscles and open your mind. Readjust whenever you need. Reset. Wherever you are, slowly release your grip. Bring your hands on either side of your hips, grabbing for your hips. Find a flat back as you inhale. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, chaturanga, vinyasa flow, however you need to get there. Inhale to up dog and exhale to down dog. Take a few moments here. We just moved a lot. Find that breath. Take a big, slow inhale. Big, slow exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale up to the top of your mat. Exhale, forward fold. Walk your feet to meet your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Find a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Let go. Sorry, I'm going to find quick where it was that I did. Slowly roll up to standing, vertebrae by vertebrae. And then I'm just going to face you guys to help here. We're going to do a standing series. We're going to start with tree pose. So bring some weight into your right foot. Lift your left foot up off of the mat. Inhale, tree pose. Right foot or left foot into your right calf, thigh, or bring it into your hip crease, whatever's in your practice. Once you find balance, bring your palms together at heart center. Find a drishti point, so a non-moving spot to help with your balance. Hold your gaze there. You can stay here or you can release your arms up overhead, growing your branches, bringing new life into your body. Here for 3. Release in 2. 1, release. Left foot down, hands by your side. Maybe roll out your left ankle. Bring a little more weight into your left foot. Inhale, tree on the right. Right foot into your left calf, thigh, or bring it into your inner hip crease. Just try to avoid your inner knee. You don't want to push it out too much, end up hurting it. Once you find balance in whatever variation, bring your hands to heart center again. Find that same drishti point. Hold your gaze and your balance that way. Then if you'd like, you can bring your palms up overhead, growing your branches again. Here for 3, 2, 1, release. Hands by your side, roll out both ankles. Awesome. So next up is going to be a standing pigeon variation. So what you're going to do is ground down through your right foot, and then you're going to take your left foot, and you're just going to, let's start with the chair. Inhale, chair pose, sit low, arms overhead. And then as you exhale, lift your left leg up and bring your left ankle on top of your right knee. From here, you can hold your balance, palms to heart center, keeping your right knee bent, or you can straighten that front leg, that right leg, and bring your hands down to the mat. Feel an opening through your right hip. Flex your toes here. You can also keep your knees bent a lot to really feel that opening in your left hip crease. If your palms are at heart center, 2, keep that breath here for 3, 2, 1, release your left foot. Find standing. Then inhale, chair pose, sit low, reach high. Exhale, right foot lifts up off of the mat, and then bring your right ankle on top of your left knee. Palms can come to heart center from here. Bend your left knee generously, and then chest comes down towards your right leg. You can keep your hands at heart center, or you can bring your palms down to the mat. Whatever is in your practice, if you're looking to fall deeper, if your balance isn't quite in it for you, whatever you'd like. But as you sit low, chest towards that right leg, you're going to feel that opening. Here for 3. Maybe you're holding your balance. 2, 1, release, right foot meets your left. Roll out both ankles. And slowly come to a seat. Scoot towards the front of your mat. Roll onto your backs. If you have access to your music here, you can change it to, I'm going to be 500 miles. You can change just the one by the Proclaimers if you want. So we just start getting into it right away, because we're going to do some core work here. So head comes back. Bring both feet firmly onto the mat, heels down. We're going to do just some basic crunches to start, get our low core really worked. So interlace your fingers behind your neck here at the base of your neck. Elbows stay wide. Find a ceiling tile, or if you have tiles, just a place on your ceiling. Hold gaze with it. Take an inhale, lift up just a little. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Maybe you have a cat that wants to help you out. Keep going as fast or as slow as you'd like, but you want to lift your chest up instead of forward to protect your neck here. Keep your gaze up on the ceiling. Keep going. You've got this. Keep going. Open mouth exhales to release that energy. Open yourself up. Just 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release your head down. Cross your right leg over your left. So you can find just crossed leg here, or you can find full eagle legs. We're going to do eagle crunches. So then with your arms, you're going to find eagle arms. Right arm around and under your left, or grab opposite shoulders. Then from here, inhale, lengthen. So legs come long, arms come overhead. Take an inhale. Exhale, lift, elbows to knees. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lift. Keep going at your own pace. If you want to go faster to get a little more of your heart rate up, or slower to really ignite your core, you have options. Adjust, readjust, reset however you need to. Here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Release both legs. You can bring your arms out wide. Take an inhale. Exhale. Bring your left leg over your right. Find full eagle legs, or just bring that right leg over your left. Lift up your feet. Then eagle arms, left arm around and under your right, or grab for opposite shoulders. Inhale, lengthen your legs, your arms. Exhale, lift, squeeze, elbows to knees. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, lift. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze. Keep going at your own pace again. Here for just 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Bring your legs long, bring your arms overhead. Big, big stretch. Take a big inhale. Big exhale. Lift your knees to your chest. Grab underneath your knees. Rock and roll along your spine. 2 times. Eventually coming up to a seat. We'll find boat pose here for just a few moments. So lift your heart up towards the ceiling. Find a lengthening through your spine. Feet can come up off the mat for boat pose. Find your breath. Maybe you release your palms out. Continue here. Maybe you straighten your legs. Here for just 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your legs down. Then we're going to come into a yogi squat. So your knees are going to come wide. Your palms are going to come to heart center. So find a squat really low on the ground here. As you sit low, palms at heart center, elbows come inside your knees to help open your hips here. Your heels might not come anywhere close to the mat. That's totally fine. If you have a block by you, you can always use a block to bring it underneath your seat. So we're going to be here for just a few moments. I want you to really feel this opening through your hips and lengthening through your spine. So find a long spine. Keep your chest open. And then from here, you can stay, or I like to offer up bringing your hands down to the mat and slowly leaning forward. You can even lift your heels up high as you lean forward. Feel this opening deeper and deeper into your hip space. If you want to add a fun, balanced challenge, you can find flying frog from here. So you bring your gaze forward, so avoid looking between your hands. Look forward about 3 to 6 inches, and then maybe you lift up one foot and then the other. If you're finding flying frog, remember to come back to that breath. Remember, if you fall out, you can always reset. You're just leaning forward here, not even just, because that's still a big hip opener. We'll be wherever you are for 3, 2, 1. Slowly lean back from whatever space you're in. Awesome. Slowly come to center at the top of your mat. Roll on up to standing. Inhale, mountain, ground down as you reach high. Exhale, baby back bend. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, hinge from your hips, fold forward, let it go. Head hangs heavy. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga, vinyasa flow, however you want to get to your down dog. So in the spirit of openness, we're really going to open our hips tonight. I mean, I always like to open the hips, but inhale, three-legged dog, right leg lifts. Exhale, low lunge, big step through with your right foot. Then toe heel your right foot up towards the right corner of your mat. Bring both hands inside of your right foot. So this is runner's lunge here. You can release into runner's lunge if that feels good, or I always like to offer up opening up to the knife edge of your right foot. So it's going to open your right hip, your knee's going to open up to the side, and if that feels good, then you can come down onto your forearms. Bring the top of your left knee onto the mat. If your hip is not open, that's totally fine. If you're in runner's lunge, just as you normally are, and feel that opening too, that's all you need. But we're going to be here for a few breaths, whatever variation you're in. Let your head hang heavy. Know how much emotion we hold in our hips, how much energy. Know that giving it space and awareness is just what it needs. From here, slowly wake up your pigeon, or not your pigeon, your runner's lunge. Lift your chest up, then toe heel your right foot towards the left side of the mat, finding half pigeon. Before we go into full pigeon here, full sleeping pigeon, I want you to bring one hand right in front of your left hip, and then one hand right outside of your right hip. Then press your hands down into the mat. Inhale, pull your chest up, open your heart so much. Feel that expansion here for 3, 2, 1. Sleeping pigeon. We'll be here for a few breaths. Sometimes I like to take my forearm and bring it underneath my heel. It sounds weird to get into, but if you want to take a quick look, I take my left forearm underneath my right heel to help push that shin forward and open my hip more. Just an option. Release your head, release your shoulders, release your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Find space between your eyebrows and be open as you let go. Slowly begin to wake up your pigeon. Lift your chest up. Press your hands firmly into the mat. Then inhale, three-legged dog. Right leg lifts up and back. You can bring your right foot towards your right glute to do some knee circles, open that hip, release it. You can also step back into wild thing if you'd like. Eventually finding center in your down dog. Inhale, three-legged dog, left leg lifts, flex your left toes. Exhale, low lunge, big step through with your left foot. Adjust however you need. Then toe heel your left foot up towards the left corner of your mat. Bring both hands inside of your left foot. You can stay here, release your knee down if this is deep enough for you in your runner's lunge, or you can open up to the knife edge of your left foot. As you feel that opening, I like to even sometimes move my hips front and back to find that opening. Once you find whatever works best for you, maybe you come down to your forearms. Wherever you are, just try to release your head. Slowly begin to wake up your runner's lunge. Then, if you can, slowly toe heel your left foot towards the right side of the mat, finding half pigeon here. Then same thing before we release. Bring your left hand outside your left hip, right hand outside your right. Press your palms down. Inhale, lift your chest up. Lift, lift, lift. Feel your heart open. Here for 3, 2, 1. Release into sleeping pigeon, whatever that looks like for you. Keeping those hips square. So if your left foot comes in closer towards your right hip, so you can find square hips, then do that. Slowly wake up your pigeon. Bring your hands to the mat. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Left leg lifts up and back. And open that knee, open that hip, however you need. If you want to flip over and find wild thing, feel free to do so. I always have to use my little bench here because I don't move it. And then we'll all meet in downward facing dog. Last down dog of class. Take a big inhale, big exhale. Slowly bring your knees down to the mat. And if you have a block or a book, I invite you to grab it. Bring it between your knees here, just to help with alignment. We're going to bring our palms here onto our low backs, right above our glutes. Pinkies as close as you can to touch. Keep your hips over your knees the whole time. We're going to find camel pose. Once you have your hands on your low back, look up, squeeze your elbows together, take an inhale. Exhale, camel pose. Push your hips forward, open your chest, lift, lift, lift. You've got this. We're going to be here for a few breaths. Open, open. Keep breathing. Here for 3, 2, 1, release. Bring your legs out in front of you. Find a triangle with your legs in the mat here in front of you. And then this is a variation of rabbit that I like to go into because it does the same thing, but it's a little easier to feel the space. So you're going to take your hands, bring them underneath your calves, and then grab for opposite shins. So underneath your calves, on top of your shins, opposite. Once you have a hold of both shins, bring your chin to your chest, and then take an inhale. Exhale, pull back. Feel your spine elongate. Feel space between each vertebrae. Squeeze onto your shins. Here for 3. Keep going. 2, 1. Slowly roll back up. Bring your legs long. Take an inhale as your arms come up overhead. Exhale, lean, lean, lean. Release into seated forward fold. Wherever your hands release is perfectly fine. They don't need to release to your feet. Try to keep your spine long rather than overcompensating by really curling that spine to get your hands where they need to. Chest towards your legs. Here for just 3, 2, 1. Scoot towards the front of your mat. If you're playing your music on your phone, bring it with you. If not, I'll cue you in a minute. And scoot towards the front, slowly roll onto your back. Squeeze both knees into your chest. As you squeeze both knees in, slowly release your left leg long down towards the mat. Take both palms, interlace them over your right knee. Squeeze that right knee and flex your right toes. Take an inhale. Exhale, supine twist, right knee over to the left. As you bring that right knee over to the left, gaze comes over your right shoulder. Lift up through your left shoulder to press your right shoulder down. Here for 3, 2, 1. Slowly come to center, lift both knees up, then release your right leg long. Squeeze your left knee in with both of your palms. Take a big inhale. Exhale, supine twist. Left knee over to the right, gaze over your left shoulder. Palm can come out long. You can cactus your arms, whatever feels best on your body. Take a big inhale. Big exhale. Try to release your shoulders if they're tightened up. Release your jaw. We'll be here for 3, 2, 1. Come back to center, both knees up. Then grab for the inner outer arches of your feet for happy baby. I'll give you just a couple moments here so you can stay in happy baby if that feels good in this space. Or if you have any poses that you're looking to finish off with that you didn't get yet in your practice, I'll give you a few moments to do so. Since we're already on our backs, I always tell people if you want, this is a great time to find shoulder stand, plow pose. If you have anything else your body's craving, listen to your body. I'm going to find shoulder stand. Bringing my palms onto my low back. And then slowly releasing my feet overhead for plow pose. Really activating that thyroid gland. If you're in happy baby still, you can sway left and right. Lift your hips up. Squeeze them down. Maybe you find deaf man's pose, bending your knees, bringing them outside your ears. If you're in plow or deaf man's, come to shoulder stand. If you're in shoulder stand, come down. Then everyone grab whatever it is that you're listening to your music with, scroll down to the bottom and change to your number. Once you change to that number, Squeeze your body into a little ball here. Knees up towards your chest. Grab for opposite elbows. Activate every muscle in your body, your core, your fingers, your toes. Here for 3. Release and let go and listen. And 2, 1, release. Final Shavasana. Let your legs come long. If you have a block, I'm going to use a supported bridge for my Shavasana, but it's up to you. Slowly, when and if you're ready, if you're in a space that you'd like to stay here, feel free to stay as long as you'd like. This is your time. If you're ready, slowly begin to find life back into your body by wiggling your fingers, your toes. If you have a supported bridge, release your block. Find a biggest stretch yet tonight, arms overhead, big inhale, big exhale. Lift both knees up to your chest, squeeze them in. Take note of which side of your nose is a little more congested and roll to the opposite side for fetal position. Keep your eyes closed or find a soft gaze here. As you sit in this space, just notice your breath. Notice how it feels. Each breath as your heart expands. And then as you lie here, telling yourself that you decide what you want and then believe you can have it. Believe you deserve it. Believe it's possible for you. And then close your eyes if they aren't already. Visualize what you already want, feeling the feeling of already having it. As you lie there, focus on what you're grateful for already. Really find enjoyment. And then as we release out of practice to go into your night, let go to the universe and trust things will figure out themselves and they will manifest for you. Slowly come up to a seat facing the camera of sorts that you're using. Find your eyes closed or a soft gaze. Whoops. Then bring your shoulders up towards your ears as you inhale. Exhale, bring them down and back. Release your chin to your chest. Rotate your neck around to the right and to the left. Head to center. Bring your hands together, pressing them into your heart, reminding you to have pure and loving intentions. Lift your hands to your mouth, reminding you to have pure and loving communication. And finally, lift your hands to your third eye center, reminding you to have pure and loving thoughts. The love, the light, and the whole divine self that will manifest so much within me honors the love, the light, and the whole divine self that will manifest so much within you. Namaste.